Very lucky. Alright everyone, this is V-Dose3 having a little fun. This is what's on deck updates, lots of them. Let's get right on into it. First of all, this is what's new on Kickstarter, sort of in some cases. First of all, there's a new Bicycle Cthulhu deck, Bicycle Cthulhu, I think that's how you pronounce it, based on, the H.P. Lovecraft books. There's two versions, two different boxes. One is called the Great Old One, and the other one is the Necronomicon Edition. If they hit $32,000, they will customize the Necronomicon instead of just having a different box for the same deck of cards. If they hit $42,000, apparently they will have a third completely custom deck of cards. That seems like it's a lot of money, but whatever. And apparently, I don't know what's up with these ones. Let's see if I can find them. Bear with me, but they have funded very fast. There's still almost a month to go, and they're 200% funded. And I mean, this is not, Jackson Robinson or whatever. So I don't know how they got so much funding so fast. I don't know where they got all these backers. But they're already at 23,000 bucks. So they're gonna more than likely make it to the $32,000 for the custom Necronomicon deck, which I suggest they start working on if they haven't already. And they may very well make it to the $42,000 for the third deck. The first one, like I said, it's the Bicycle Cthulhu, the Great Old One. The first one is the Elder Sign Limited Edition. The other one is the Necronomicon Limited Edition. Different boxes, same decks until they get to $32,000 and 3,000 of each. And then again, there's going to be another one later on. And there's other stuff you can get as well, like dice and poker chips and other stuff. One has to wonder why they would offer poker chips. This is not a good deck for poker. They've got some of the biggest indexes I've ever seen and completely custom pip orientations and everything. Not exactly the deck you'd want to use for poker. So why do you want to, have poker chips? I have no idea. But it's a pretty interesting deck, and it's definitely different than the other Cthulhu decks we've seen and the Necronomicon we've seen before. So it's pretty interesting. I just want to know where he got so many backers from. And apparently he's got... No, it's another project. Apparently this is his second project. And just bear with me a second. Well, while I'm waiting, I should mention another new deck, sort of, is the Creepy deck from XTU Productions. It's back. It's not USPC this time around, and it's doing better funding wise. It's already 51% funded, and still a few weeks to go. I think it's going to make it this time. I can't find anything more about that guy. Another new deck is the Iris Gaelic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Playing cards, a lost language lesson. This is an interesting deck. It features cartoons on every card, and it features Irish Gaelic words and their English definition, which is an interesting deck. It's educational. They've had one previous deck on Yiddish language, the Yiddish language, and that one was successful. This one might be successful. I don't know. It's just only 5,700 bucks that they're looking for, so it might make it. If the other one made it, I think this one would make it. Not really my cup of tea, but you might like it. You might want to check it out. It's pretty interesting nonetheless. Another new deck of cards is the Bicycle Meridian from TPX Designs, my buddy Noel Guils. And uh, this one is pretty nice looking. It kind of reminds me of a Tally-Ho circle back type thing. As defined on his project, meridian is a circle of constant longitude passing through a given place and terrestrial poles, so it's very swirly, very circular. Like I said, reminds me of a Tally-Ho circle back with a little less color. It's pretty nice. It's going to have Magic Finish, a couple of draft cards. It says custom faces and jokers. Basically Arco court cards with some customization. And apparently barcode reveal. There's a mini deck version and other cool stuff going on with this one. The jokers are pretty simple. Could probably use a little bit more customization, but whatever. They look pretty cool when you fan them. They're borderless. You can get a deck in acrylic case for 35 bucks. 45 if you're international. I think that's pretty awesome. It looks pretty sweet. And there's other cases and deck sets that you can get, and still to come dice and a coin apparently, and a different case. He's looking for 15,000 bucks. He's got 39 days to go. I think it's going to be successful, but like his previous projects, it's going to be very close, unfortunately. Hopefully he doesn't start producing more colors and more versions, because he needs to concentrate on getting the funding for this deck first. But we'll see what happens. Another new deck is the Bicycle Photo Graphies. I might have mentioned this last time or previously. It finally launched. It's an interesting deck that features completely custom artwork. Basically, it features a photograph on every card, and the pips run horizontally along the top and bottom with an index. So it says Q, and then you have a bunch of pips, or 7 and a bunch of pips, and they basically highlight the number of pips that represent the value of the card. So if it's an ace, they got 1 pip in orange, the others are in gray. If it's a queen, they got 12 pips in orange and 1 in gray. If it's a king, all the pips are in orange. If it's a 7, you got 7 pips in orange. It's pretty interesting. Apparently there's poker chips and all sorts of other stuff. I backed it. It's not exactly the kind of deck you'd probably use for poker or anything like that, but it's definitely interesting and collectible. Just not very usable for anything. And so far is about halfway funded, almost. So it looks like it might be successful. Definitely one to check out. And there is one more new deck that I sadly have to tell you about. The Anarchy Casino deck. Casino Black, I should say. Anarchy Casino Black. Sounds pretty interesting. Anarchy. But it's actually pretty horrible. It's basically a direct rip-off of the Madison Rounders deck in black. That's what it is. It's just a black Madison Rounders deck with a different logo on the back design. A very boring ace of spades that just has the same A logo on it, A with a circle. And then, I don't even know if there's jokers. It says there's 2 ad cards, which again feature the same logo, and then it says Casino Black on it. Or Anarchy Casino Black, I should say. And they could probably be used as jokers, but not technically jokers. And then there is a double backer, and another double backer with the logos on the back design kind of falling down or whatever. Apparently, this guy claims it took him 8 months to develop this. That is absolutely pathetic. 8 months to develop this. All you have to do is replace the Madison logo with a different freaking logo, slap the logo on the ace of spades, and on your jokers. How does it take 8 freaking months to come up with this? It's ridiculous. Everyone on the forums is trashing it. It's lazy, and it's a rip-off, and do not back it. It's just crap. You want something like that? Get the Madison Rounds. It's a lot nicer looking. Actually has some customization to the court cards, and it's actually going to handle good. And you can actually get it. This one's never going to get funded. Plus, it's from the UK. It's from a UK project creator. Those never turn out good. Apparently, projects from Canadian and British creators never turn out good. Because Americans don't like paying shipping, apparently. But that's another topic. Anyways, that's all that's new this week. Some updates. Federal 52 number 2 apparently on the way. Blue Bloods Redux apparently printed and going to the graders. The bicycle decos from Incarnate apparently will be coming in the near future. Dante's Inferno from the same guy who created the Bicycle Heads deck apparently will be shipping soon. A War of Kings apparently is coming in the next couple of weeks to the creator, so it'll be shipping in November. The Bicycle Radical 80s will be printing in a couple of weeks apparently, and the Bicycle Venexiana also apparently coming or being printed in the next couple of weeks. So a lot of decks coming by Christmas time, hopefully. Projects that are ending. We believe playing cards from System 6 Magic ending in 7 hours. They are funded. Make sure you pick them up if you haven't done so already. They're pretty nice looking. The Bicycle Civil Unrest deck has 6 days left and is only 47% funded. It's not looking good for that one. But there's still 6 days. There's still time. He's added a second box design, so now they can get the 2 different box designs. One is one and one is the other. So I'm trying to find it. Oh crap. One is the Confederate, and the other one is the standard one, the American one. Apparently there's cryptic codes leading to an actual hidden treasure in a map that is included with this. That's pretty freaking awesome. Go buy this deck. Again, like I said, there's the American and there's the Confederate versions. Just a different box, same cards. They look awesome. I like them. Also ending soon, the No-No's drinking deck ends in 12 hours. It's not going to make it. It's failed. It's a cute little deck, but apparently this wasn't popular enough. The Canadiana deck has got 69 hours, and again, it's not going to make it, unfortunately. Very disappointed to me because I know the creator. He's a good guy. He's worked hard on this deck. It's a nice deck. Maybe it's not quite as nice as some of the other ones. Hopefully he'll come back better and stronger than ever with a new improved version, but I don't know. Haven't heard anything. Another one that's ending soon is the Cartomancer, ends in 10 days. Another failure. Horrible deck. They haven't really released any of the art. Another one is the Reflections deck. Has 3 days left. Another fail. Another one, that one's also from a Canadian creator. Not had any luck. People just don't like the back designs. Too simple. Court cards. Too standard, I guess. And then there's the Tri deck, which isn't really an actual deck of cards, but it's got 70 hours, and it's a fail. It's a game type deck, but I figured I'd mention it anyways. A couple other notes. The Bicycle Tinker deck has successfully funded, and it hit enough funding to produce a second deck, the Rusty Tinker deck. Unfortunately, they just hit enough funding like a day before the funding ended, so I don't know how many people are actually able to pick these up. The good news is, I believe you can order stuff via PayPal if you contact him, if you missed out, so that's good. And on top of that, the Black Book of Cards from Uncommon Beat, that was funded. There's 3 different boxes for that one. An unbranded one, a vertical bicycle, and a horizontal standard bicycle. I'm getting all 3, of course. And then the Diamond Cut playing cards finally funded. Of course, they're not USPC. I'm not even too sure about who's printing them, but there's going to be a black one, and they also had enough funding to get a white version. Although I kind of prefer the black one myself, but we'll see. Also, wanted to mention the Quicksilver playing cards, not going good. People still waiting for projects. He hasn't had an update since the beginning of September, a month ago. And somebody actually posted a timeline of stuff that I wanted to share with you. If I could find it now. Oh, look at that. Somebody's posted a information for a contacting a judge for a small claims court. Excuse me. So here's the timeline. Over a year ago, September 25th last year, 1,697 people backed this project. The original estimated delivery date was sometime in December of 2012, but then there was issues with bicycle playing cards and the foil and embossing, etc. And the estimated date was set back until after the new year. Russell was clear and communicated with his backers at this point, and people had no problems with the holdup. February 18th, he posted an update, number 20, that he announced he had received the cards and had begun the shipping process. From February through March, he gave plenty of updates with pictures showing his progress with shipping. On April 1st, he announced he had finally received the dice, and backers of dice will begin shipping very soon. That includes me. From April to June 18th, he continued with the shipping continues type of updates. On the 18th of June, he claimed 95% of USA rewards with dice are in the mail or will be dropped off today. After that, his updates became less frequent and lacking in information. And this person began to feel insecure regarding their pledge reward and Russell's intent to fulfill it in August. And if you do the math, on June 18th, he had 95% of his back rewards packaged and shipped. How many remain to be shipped? Answer: about 85 total packages. On July 23rd, his update was titled Final Push, and I'm nearing the end of shipments with the last big push this week. The next and last update on September 6th was, yes, I am still shipping packages are going out weekly. I'm having problems with getting more red dice. I assure you that everyone will receive the rewards they pledged for. This person was then linked to a topic on UnitedCards.com that brought new information about Russell and Circle City Cards, leaving this person sad and upset. And this is not me, I'm talking about this to someone else, although I'm pretty upset myself. They found out that this project has been available to the general public for months on end, and that people who did not back the project have received these cards before many of us backers did, and this really upsets the person in question. For all I know, pictures of the rewards he was supposedly shipping out may have been orders on his own website. I have no idea how many rewards have been fulfilled. I know that I'm not the only one being scammed or feeling scammed. If I wanted, I could order these cards from Amazon, eBay, or Russell's website, and I'd receive that order long before my back rewards had shipped. I know this for a fact because I did. And is it right for a project creator to sell their product to the public without fulfilling their responsibilities to the backers? Russell may have painted himself into a corner with the Quicksilver deck. I don't understand how this is his third project. I'm out $79. I'd rather have a reward than a refund, and I'd be willing to pay for shipping of my reward if that were sent COD. And as I posted on the lateness/failure Kickstarter blog, my problem with Kickstarter is that there seems to be no protection for backers from potential scams. Maybe I just don't understand where to seek help from. This site, when the project creator seems to have turned his back on the backers who made it possible for his product to be produced, I can't help but feel like I'm being scammed, or I've been scammed. I look at estimated dates of delivery as no more than a good guess. If it takes an extra year or so because of problems like production, shipping, health, real life, natural disasters, etc. As long as the creator talks to me through updates on Kickstarter, I'm good. Shit happens, we all know it. I hope whoever gets this ticket cares. Right now, it seems as there's little or no protection for backers on your site when things go back. And I agree. Very much so. And of course, I got a response as he posted, which is basically the same old crap. Well, we got our terms of use. They've set a reminder of the terms of use and require creators to fulfill their rewards as initially promised to do or refund backers. And they reminded Russell of their expectations to try and motivate him and blah blah. And that's good. That's the first time I've actually seen a response from Kickstarter that says, we're doing something. Usually they say, oh, well, the terms and service says they have to do this, blah, blah, contact the guy, but then he doesn't respond. So it's like, you're screwed. So it's nice to see that they actually had a good response for a change. Anyways, this brings me to another project, the Founders playing cards. Yes, I'm digging up that old one. Apparently there's not a lot going on with that one. Apparently the guy has disabled his website. He's basically disappeared. He's not responding to anyone. People are going to the FBI, reporting to the local police, Attorney General. He apparently is not communicating to people on their Facebooks, disconnected his Facebook account from his project. However, if you want to talk to him, facebook.com/humanot, HUMANOT, and apparently he has a good friend as well, Stephen Gear, at facebook.com/Stephen Gear, GEER. Actually, I shouldn't even mention this. But anyways, if you were scammed by him or a part of that, you might want to send him a message just to tell him, you know, I want my freaking decks. I had sent him a message. I didn't even back this project. I'm just pissed off about him. And apparently somebody has talked to a reporter who's very interested in this story. What makes it more interesting is that this guy actually apparently designed the logo for Barack Obama's campaign, and now he's scamming people. This is an awesome story for a reporter to get. People are reporting to the police, blah blah. Whatever, it's a scam as far as we're concerned. I apologize for the very long video. Let me finish it very quickly. New decks coming, or have come out. Dan and Dave finally came out from a hiding, released a new deck. It was very sudden. They just released a teaser last Tuesday, I think it was, October the 1st, actually, I believe, yes, saying they had a new deck coming that very day, within a few hours, and that was the Ace Fulton, or the Fulton October deck, a Halloween themed deck, skeleton skulls, something I've never seen from Dan and Dave before. It looks awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I think they're going to be available throughout the month, and then that's it. I'm not sure if it's how limited it is, if it's going to be available until sold out, or available until the end of the month, or what, but definitely check it out. Also, the Utopia from cardexperiment.com goes on pre-order this Tuesday, October the 8th. If you want to pick some up for me, feel free. If not, I'll find them eventually. I'd like to get them, but I can't because they're PayPal only. Also, if you missed out, the Bicycle Amber Stake deck was released to Club 808 members last Tuesday. There's another new bicycle deck, the Bicycle Reebok Classic. Don't know where you can get it. Not really a fan of it. It's just got pictures of different Reebok shoes on each and every card. Yay. You can see my excitement. Designed by the same person who did the another deck, similar deck for, I think it was Reebok. Also, Jackson Robinson has unveiled his next deck project. It's the Sherlock Holmes deck. Should be awesome. Can't wait. Not sure when it's going to be released on Kickstarter, but it should be coming soon. Also, another new deck coming to Kickstarter on October the 12th, that's in about 6 days, I think it's Friday, is a 3D mechanical deck. It looks like an awesome deck of cards. Even more interesting is it costs $25, but it comes with a frame that holds 4 dice via gravity. And what you do is you put the cards inside of a box. The tuck case actually is kind of mechanical, and it has actual cogs on it that actually work. And you put this tuck case, after you put the cards in there, you put a metal card in there. You put the tuck case inside the frame, the gears start moving, and it locks it in place. It's pretty interesting. I'm not really sure the point, but it's pretty interesting, and I'll probably pick up one anyways. Anyway, I don't know if that one's going to be successful with that price tag and frame that most people probably won't be interested in. I don't know. We'll see. Also, big news coming out of Illusionist. Coming in 44 days and I don't know how many hours. Apparently an Artifice gaff deck. They had teased something on their Facebook page a couple weeks back with a picture of 3 guys surrounding a table with a bunch of Artifice cards on it. People have apparently seen a red V2 Artifice. Apparently they were wrong. Apparently it's a gaff deck. And I'm looking forward to it. Apparently it's being designed by Daniel Madison, Eric Jones, and Kalen whatever his last name is, Morelli? I forget. They're designing it. Should be awesome. They're not a huge fan, like Daniel Madison said. He's not a huge fan of gaffs cards, so he's trying to come up with something that would be awesome. And I can't wait for it. It's probably going to be expensive, like $30 or something, I'm guessing, based on their other gaff decks. But it's something that's kind of a long awaited. They haven't done a gaff deck in a long time. They haven't done any for the Artifice decks, so it makes sense that they would do it. Nothing new from Theory 11 or Blue Crown that I know of. And that's my weekly report. See you next time.